Because often for men, the whole world has told them they are absolutely useless beyond what they quote unquote provide. And most men have zero understanding, sight, training, a picture of what provision means other than money in a checking account, period. Maybe guys who get guns and watch John Wick movies or they exercise a lot and they think they can provide security too. But for most men, they've been told you're the problem with everything on the planet. Shut your mouth and go to work. And they do. And they die early. And most men don't understand that many of their wives just want them.
I want to say this is talking to a man being a provider. Guys, if you want to be a upright man, please, please, please lean not to your understanding. I'm kind of doing that in reference for the Bible, but study. Have a bigger power bigger than you. Study the Bible. What do the Bible tells us to do? Study great man in history. What did a great man do in history? Study philosophy, study emotions, study finance, study everything. Be well-rounded. So you as a provider, you are providing more than money. Money is just it's a lot, but money is very close. I ain't going to talk about money. Provide more than money. Man, provide more than money. You could provide wisdom. You could provide understanding. You could provide love. And make sure that wisdom, understanding, that guidance you are providing is based in something positive, not negative. If you learn the ways of this world and you function in the ways of the world, you don't want to be that type of provider. Stealing, killing, hating, talking bad, gossip. That's what the world's going to teach you. Learn from a bigger power greater than you. Learn from greater people or people who accomplish more in life or what you ever think, whatever that means. Learn from those people. Be better. Once you learn that, you can provide more than money. But here's the thing. A few women will listen to a man. Those women are particularly single and will stay single. So provide for your wife and treat your wife like the Bible tells you to treat your wife. Honor her because she is the weaker vessel. Honor her because she is the weaker vessel. Cherish her. Love her like Jesus loved the church. Women, submit to your husband, especially if he's your husband. He should be a godly man. Submit to him. He shall not do you wrong, because he always show you honor, protect your name, and all that.
A Love Like His, a short story based on Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22-33. In a small town, there was a young couple, Daniel and Sarah. They had been married for a few years and were deeply in love, yet they sometimes struggled to understand their roles in marriage. One evening, as they sat on their porch watching the sunset, Daniel sighed and said, "Sarah, I want to be the best husband I can be, but sometimes I feel lost. What does it truly mean to love you as Christ loves the church?" Sarah smiled, resting her head on his shoulder. "I've been wondering the same. What does it mean for me to respect and submit to you as the church does to Christ?" The next Sunday, their pastor spoke on Ephesians 5:22-33. He explained how God designed marriage as a reflection of Christ's love for his people. "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Daniel pondered this deeply. Christ's love was sacrificial, selfless, and unwavering. It meant putting Sarah's needs before his own, leading not by force but by love. He remembered the times he had been too focused on work, forgetting to listen to Sarah's heart. That night, he held her hand and said, "From now on, I want to love you like Christ loves us, patiently, kindly, and always putting you first." Sarah's eyes welled with tears. And I want to honor and respect you, not because I must, but because I trust and love you. Just like the church follows Christ, I want to support you and walk beside you. Their marriage changed that day. Daniel led with love, and Sarah responded with trust. They grew closer, understanding that their marriage wasn't just about them. It was a picture of God's love for the world. Years later, their children asked, "What's the secret to your happy marriage?" Sarah and Daniel smiled and answered together, "We follow the love of Christ." Thank you so much for watching more content from the Men of the Metaverse. Make sure you subscribe, like, and don't be afraid to share.